everyone. We are continuing our work with tens frames today. And one of the things that I want you to practice today, you'll have a paper that looks like this. One of the things that I want you to practice is seeing if you can recognize the number without having to count the dots. Okay, so you can count the dots to figure it out. But I also want you to see if you can just recognize it without counting the dots. Like remember, how many dots or how many boxes are there in a row? There's 10 on the whole frame, and each row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So each row has 5. Okay, so let's look at let me share my screen with you, and let's look at this paper for a second together. Here we go. So each one of these rows is 5 spaces, and together 5 and 5 make 10. So I want you to start thinking about that when you try and read these numbers. Like if you know this row would be 5, but there's 1 missing, so that's 1 less than 5, how many is it? Ooh, or maybe you could recognize that it's 2 and 2. And you know, oh, that's 4. Or like this one, you should not have to count, right? 1. How about this? 2. You don't have to count that one either, right? Oh, look, here's a whole row filled in. And we talked about how many that would be. How many is that? 5 if a whole row is filled in. What if the whole 10 frame is filled in? That would make 10, right? So I want you to start thinking about how you can read these numbers without necessarily have to count them all. Like this is 5 and 1 more. What does that make? 5, 6 is what's right after 5. Okay, so that's your job for today. Try and read these numbers without having to count everything. And if there's some you don't know and you have to count, well, that's okay too. So you're going to use your die. I think we did something like this before where you roll the die and then you have to count the objects. Today, I really want you to think about being able to do it without counting though. Let's see if you can. Okay, 6. So I got a 6. That's down here. I'm going to go down to this row. And then I have to look at this 10 frame. And I'm going to write that number right on that box. So I know I can see that there's a row of 5 with 1 less. So I know that's 4. So I'm going to just put a 4 in that box. That's 4. And if you need help writing the numbers, you can get out your number line or your hundreds chart if you need something to look at to help you write the numbers. Okay. I threw the die. 3. So right there, going up to this row now. And let's see. Well, there's 5 and 1 more. So 5, 6. That's a 6. I'm going to put a 6 there. Okay, so you're going to keep doing that until you have a row that wins in first place, second place, third place. So you want to get first, second, and third place rows. Okay, so go ahead. There's 2 different papers, so you only have to do one of them. One of them has numbers up to 10, and one of them has numbers up to 20. Okay, so you only have to do one of them, but pick the one that's the right challenge. And it's roll. So say I rolled a 4, roll, find the row, read the number, and then write the number right above. Okay, and play until you get a first place, second place, and third place number. Okay, everybody, have fun with it.